What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and welcome back to episode of Call of the Ghost Jumps and Spots. This is the last map that we're covering that shipped with the original game. We're going to cover the DLC maps and things like that when they come out. I think Onslaught comes out like next week, right? So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, this is the last map that we have for this series that originally came on the game disc. So this is pretty exciting. This is Chasm. I've got quite a few for you guys that I'm excited about. So let's take a look. So starting off here back in the back corner of the map, we've got the restaurant back here. This is a pretty good spot if you're flanking around this back side, and oftentimes enemies will be over in this middle area of the map. If you hop up here, you can kind of see what's going on, see if they're rushing in the restaurant, and that can be pretty useful. Now, I'm about to blow some of you guys' minds, okay? I've got a feeling a lot of you guys never knew this was even here. Did you know you could get in this bus? Did you guys know this? A lot of people don't. When I do this, people are always like, whoa, what the heck? How'd you get in there, etc., etc. Yeah, there's a bus with 3 entrances into the restaurant over here. So you can use this to kind of move around and get into the middle of the diner, the restaurant, and then get into the back towards the ordering booths and things like that. So this thing, I don't know, I really don't use it that much, but it's not bad. You know, this right here is a pretty good spot for Infected if you guys ever play Infected on this map, because there's no way for them to get you unless they come running in a straight line. So that's pretty good. Now, anyway, moving on over here, this thing right here is very useful if you're a search and destroy or search and rescue player. It's also decent for like domination things. If you want to take people by surprise and take a look at the middle part of the map, you can hop up here. Most people won't expect you to be here, but it's good for search and destroy and search and rescue because there's a bomb site right there. So if you're defending it or if you plant a bomb, come up, run around this way, hop up on top of this thing. You can either go to the edge there or you can just jump up right here, whatever you want to do. And then you can kind of chill here. Most people won't look up here. And then you can watch and kill people as they try to defuse a bomb. So that can be pretty useful, my friends. You can also get to it from jumping up on top of this little bread truck type thing and then jumping across there. Now, right here, there's a quick way to get up to the second story balcony, the kind of like outside patio seating area of the steakhouse here. So this is obviously a very useful spot. You can see the middle of the map. You can see over here towards CDOM. And by the way, rather than, coming up to this very obvious little balcony here to look at C, which oftentimes people will shoot you out of, just come over right here and check this out. You can see the C flag perfectly right through that little window. So that's really useful. If they're maybe off to the right, you won't be able to see them. And in that case, you may want to try to get creative and take them out like this or something. But for the most part, you can usually see people, at least their feet or something, and shoot them through there. So that can be pretty useful. Now, anyway, moving on, one spot I use if I'm rushing in like search and destroy or something, oftentimes people, when they spawn on this side of the map, they'll try to immediately rush and come up through here and go up this ladder to try to get in the enemy team's face. What I'll do if I'm noticing they're doing that, I'll jump across like this. You can sit right here and watch them come up and take them out. So that could be pretty useful. You can jump back. And yeah, you can use that if you want. Moving up here, we get a couple over on this side. This spot right here, a lot of people use. It's not really as good a cover as you suspect. You really kind of stick out here like a sore thumb, and these little pieces of rebar are not helping you with cover. So you really aren't doing very well right here. The better spot is if you're on this side. Oops, I just died from that. I can't believe it. But yeah, you can kind of go around the back side of that. And obviously you have your back exposed to that open area, so this is good if you're spawning on this side of the map, the enemies are over here, and they're, kind of coming up the middle part of the map a lot. You can get right here, and boom, you have a very good spot here to kind of cover the warehouse and the top middle part of the map, so that can be pretty useful. This spot over here, you'll see lots of people in. I'm sure most of you guys know about this, but I figured I might as well let you guys know if you haven't. All kinds of snipers and stuff sit up here. It's not too bad. You can kind of see the bomb site and stuff. Maybe you can get some jump shot action, but for the most part, you're a sitting duck up here, so I really don't recommend this unless it's a situation that absolutely warrants it. Anyway, moving on. This right here isn't really a jump spot, but I think a lot of you guys should know this. If you're on either side of the map here and you want to get to the other side on the top, rather than having to drop down and go around, you can just kind of run along this little ledge here, and that can be pretty useful. Now, anyway, moving on over here, I've got a really, really good spot to get up to the top from the bottom. If you're down here and you want to get up to the second story of this stuff, what you have to do is you either have to run all the way up here to the window and go up, or you have to run all the way up this thing and go around through here, or you got to go inside and you got to go up the stairs. Well, there's an easier option. I use this one all the time. If I'm just trying to get up into the top section of these buildings really quickly, run halfway up this ramp, And then there's a little, oh, come on, I gotta regain my jump here. Right there. It's really easy, I promise. I just failed that twice in a row. But yeah, you just come up this ramp, go like that, hold the X or A button, and boom, you're up here very, very easily. That could be pretty useful. There's also a spot right here on this ledge. So this back window back here, there's a little ledge you can hop out onto. So I don't really see why you would ever want to use this, but you can like get in this little area and then you can jump across the bridge if you want to. Or you can do it the reverse way, jump onto this beam, and then drop down like this. But there is a good spot. One good spot is if you come around this way, if you're trying to flank around enemies, you can see if they're coming around here. But then also, if you get on this ledge from coming through this window, look at this. You can see B Dom perfectly, and most people won't expect you to be here. Most people to defend B will run up to these windows and hop out through here, or look through here or here. So if you look through back there, you're gonna have a lot more cover, be a lot harder to see, and you're just going to be able to take the enemies by surprise. So that's obviously the thing you want to do. Now, anyway, moving back here over towards ADOM, there are a couple of spots back here. And then we're going to get into some of my favorites in the very back part of the map that I really, really like. So back here, if the enemies are going to be coming around, flanking around this back side, oftentimes what I'll do is you can hop up right here, and this is a pretty good spot. Usually they won't see you here. It's good for defending A and stuff, so make sure you keep that in mind. This is useful if you don't know. You can just go ahead and jump to go up like that. You'll spawn in like search and destroy like right here, and rather than, you know, going around or doing whatever, if you're going underground and you don't like it, you can come back and just hop up like this. You don't have to go all the way around. Keep that in mind. Also, this right here, very good kill streak calling in spot. Check this out. The Christmas trees, boom. Nobody's going to see you back here. You can get all the way up against these trees. It's absolutely amazing. If you're calling in kill streaks or anything like that, people won't see you back there. So that is very, very useful. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. Now, anyway, moving on to some of my more favorite spots on this map. These I get a little bit more use of, and they're just a little bit, you know, cooler. I don't know. I just like this ones. Well, this one is not really a favorite of mine. The other two are. But you can come all the way out here onto this overturned palm tree if you guys didn't know. Sometimes you'll see snipers sitting out here. It's not a good spot, but it's just kind of like a cliche spot. You know, it's just something added in for fun. So if you, wow, really? Fail. But anyway, yeah, if you guys ever feel the need to go out on an overturned palm tree, you can do that if you didn't already know. Now, a really good spot that I like, if I'm like flanking around from the underground and trying to get up on the enemies, a lot of people will put down like IEDs and stuff in this area, or they'll be on ADOM like watching you, or they'll be up in here watching through here just waiting for you to come up this path. Well, what I'll do sometimes, if the situation kind of demands it, you can come up on this. You can kind of check out what's going on, and then you can jump across, and boom, you're up to the second level in a way that most people won't expect. So that can be pretty useful. And then also kind of on the reverse side of things, this is even better. This spot I use all the time. So if I'm coming around back through here, oftentimes the enemy team will have control of this building in here. They'll kind of be camping it out and things. What you can do is come through right here, hop on this thing, and then boom, look at this spot. First of all, if you lay down right here, you can see all the way over to ADOM, which is absolutely gorgeous. But then also you can stand up and you can see the entire A area. You can see the upstairs of this area. You can kind of see this middle. It's really good. This is really useful. And then also you can hop up once you're done killing enemies. So that right there is very useful. So there you guys have it. That's pretty much all I've got for this map. There's also a stall you can go in the bathroom for calling in kill streaks and stuff. Usually people won't bother you in here, so do that if you want to. But apart from that, I think I've covered just about everything that I use on a normal basis on this map. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure that thumbs up button, and I'll catch you guys later. More DLC jumps and spots coming soon, and peace out, guys.